This is just a little local trail here in Central California. It's nothing technical or crazy, and about a year ago this probably would have felt bigger than it does now. After doing the Northern California BDR, after wrestling this bike through sections that several people told me someone with my skill level probably shouldn't be attempting, especially on a T7 fully loaded with luggage. But I've never been great at taking good advice, mostly because I'm one of those people that learns by screwing things up. You know, that guy that has to actually touch the hot stove multiple times before I finally accept that it's hot.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Riding something like this feels different now. My confidence on a T7 has definitely gone up. And the best part, those trips I took last year, as difficult as they were, I think about them all the time, and I mean all the time. They were exhausting, frustrating, physically painful, and yet I miss being there every time it crosses my mind. Adventure riding has been one of the most fulfilling things that I've done, hands down. And that's part of the reason why I ended up with the two bike setup that I have right now. Before I started riding, I thought motorcycles were basically all the same. In my head, there was probably two categories: a dirt bike and a motorcycle. Oh yeah, and can't forget about the crotch rocket. I didn't know what an ADV was, or what the hell is a naked bike. I thought sport touring just meant riding faster with luggage. I genuinely believed that every motorcycle was the same machine with a different Halloween costume on. And I definitely didn't understand this part. Motorcycles aren't just machines, they're personality disorders. Alright, so before I get into my two bike setup, I'm still a pretty new rider, but thanks to a very responsible adult decision, at one point I got a wholesale auto dealer's license. I owned a lot more bikes than I probably should have, so at least I've been able to try a whole bunch of them. So if you're wondering what happens when you do that, you suddenly convince yourself that buying motorcycles you don't need is actually research. So over the last few years I've owned quite a few bikes, like a Kawasaki Z650 RS, great bike, very civilized. A Triumph Street Triple, basically a caffeine on two wheels. The Tenere 700, the one that got me into trouble. A BMW R1200 RTP, the police version, which made me feel like I should be writing tickets to myself. Then I had a Triumph Trident, a Yamaha V-Star 650, which was my cruiser phase. I had a 1978 Honda CB750 Honda-Matic, which felt like a motorcycle from another planet. And I had a 1988 CBR 600 Hurricane that was fully restored. And honestly, I feel like I might be forgetting one.
It's making me think a lot.
Basically, I speed ran bad financial decisions, so you don't have to. And after all that trial and error, this was the combo that stuck. And I'm not saying it was perfect, but it made the most sense after all the mistakes I made. This video is not about certain type of motorcycle brands, it's about pairing different type of categories. And in my case, it's the middleweight adventure bike and a middleweight naked sport bike. For me, it's the Yamaha Tenere 700 and a Triumph Street Triple 765. But swap brands and swap models, the point still stays the same. One expands your map and the other one sharpens you on pavement. Most of my favorite riding have been on a Tenere, Northern California BDR, California Coast, Oregon Coast, mountains, long rides, random roads that turn into something else halfway through. And the thing I love about the Tenere is it makes you feel like the world is bigger. It's basically a motorcycle that constantly reminds you to be respectful. Because if you get sloppy, it will humble you immediately. Now, let's be honest, it's not a dirt bike and it's not a dual sport. There are videos out there of people doing some crazy stuff on a T7 and making it look really easy. But let me tell you something, the Tenere is not the easiest bike to ride on dirt. At one point I almost sold it because sometimes it's just not very confidence inspiring. You feel the weight off-road, it's tall, it's top heavy. But things do get easier after a while.
Recalculating.
Adventure riders will see a perfectly good highway and be like, yeah, what about that suspicious gravel road into the woods? That road might ruin my entire day.
Recalculating.
And then when you're done, you just aim the bike towards the highway and ride home like nothing happened. Dirt 1 minute, freeway the next. And somewhere along the way I realized this is the type of riding that actually might be my favorite. Now here's the part that surprised me. The Street Triple is fast, sharp, fun, no questions. But the Tenere, depending on what kind of tires you're running, you can still do a lot of what you can do on a naked bike. Twisties, commuting, mountain roads. It's not gonna be as fast, but it will be fast enough to be fun and capable enough to take you way further than pavement. And if someone told me you can only keep one, I will definitely keep the adventure bike. And it doesn't even have to be the Tenere. It takes effort, but it gives you a bigger world, and at this point of my motorcycle journey, that's my favorite type of riding. But sometimes you still want something fast and sharp, and that's where the Street Triple comes in. It's completely opposite energy. It's fast, it's sharp, and compared to the Tenere, that thing feels like it's on crack. I've even went down on it at the track doing like 55-60 miles an hour, which is a great way to reset your ego. Track days are great because they remind you you're not fast, you're just enthusiastic. And that's why it works so well as a second bike. The Tenere is exploration, the Street Triple is precision. And in my opinion, this pairing covers real life riding. Trips, mountains, nature, city riding, lane splitting, freeway miles, track days, fast fun. Neither of those bikes are the best at what they do, and that's the point. Together, they don't trap you. They keep the door open. I don't think motorcycles are about finding the perfect one. I think they're about having options. One bike makes you want to keep going even if the road gets questionable, and the other one makes the short ride feel sharp and alive. This combo doesn't answer every question, it keeps the map open, and honestly, the Tenere is the one that makes me feel like something could happen. And that's exactly what I'm chasing.